Alright, so yesterday we were discussing about the basics of Java programming. So how to write data types, how to write print statement, how to print the values, all those things, right? So in continuation to that, so today we are going to see the first concept, type conversion. The first concept is type conversion. So how we are going to do the type conversion? Then we'll go for the one of the important concept in Java. What is that important concept? I thought some people will ask, some students will ask here, but of course, no problem. I'll tell you what is that important concept. So let me just copy this program once. I don't know how many of you are practicing. Again, I'm just repeating. If you want to practice, don't install any JDK. You can directly practice from Pisa.io, one of the best cloud platform what we have for the Java or any other language, not only Java, any other language, right? So this is a program which we are going to see now. So this is where we are going to do, as I said, like Java supports the explicit type conversion or explicit typecasting. See here in this program, I'm giving a value called double, which is d equals to 100.04. I'm just giving some value for the double, right? So what I'm doing is I want to convert this one into long. Please observe, this is very important because typecasting you are going to do in each and every application, whether you are going to do your mini project, major project, or your software. As a software engineer, if you are working on Java, typecasting is very much essential. So typecasting is very simple in Java. So how we are going to do is, whichever data type you want to give, you just give that data type and the value. So here I'm giving double, d equals to 100.04. Now what I'm doing, I want to convert this one into long. Sorry, I want to convert this one into long. How to do it? So long L equals to, this variable is up to you. Whatever name you want to give, you can give. Long L equals to long of the double variable name. Long of double variable name. Suppose if you want to convert into int I equals to int of this long. Int of this long, right? So that means it's very simple. Data type followed by the variable name, new data type followed by the variable name equals to new data type of old variable. Say here I want to convert double to long. So long L equals to long of D. So that means the double value will be converted into long. Again I want to convert this long value into integer. So int I equals to integer of that long value. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to print this D, print the long value, print the I value. As I said yesterday, we are going to use plus symbol for all these things, right? So now we are just going to execute this to check the output. Some error. What is the error? Okay. Extra flower braces are captured. Okay. Right. Now you can see output. The double value is 100.04. When I convert it into long, it is 100. And int value is also 100 because the value is very small. Let us just change here. As I said yesterday, when you want to become good programmer, do the mistakes. Then only you will become good programmer. Now what I'm doing here is I'm converting directly double value to integer. Now let us check what is going to happen. Right? So we got the value, same value we got. So you can convert one data type to another data type using the typecasting. So this typecasting is going to help us in conversion. Let us take an example, character C equals to char of D. Let's see what is going to happen. I also don't know. Let me try. Because I'm also a practice programmer like you, I also don't know what is going to happen. Let me try what is the error I'm going to get or what is the output I'm going to get. Okay, I'm not printed that. So let me just copy this statement. So let me print C value. Yeah. So just run it. So what you got? What you got for character? Is that the value? Let me give one more value, double D1 equals to 120 0.7, some value I'm just giving. Why I'm checking this one is, see, I have given D here, whether it is printing this D or ASCII value of D, right? So that's why I'm just checking. So D1. Now let me execute it, right? To avoid confusion, I change the value. So what it is printing? So whenever you are doing the type conversion with respect to double, so once it gets converted into 121 or 120, whatever value you have given, it is giving us the ASCII value. It is giving us the ASCII value of that one. Say for example, yesterday we have seen conversion of ASCII value, right? We have given 65. Let me give this one as 65.8. Let me give 65.8. So what is the output I'm going to get? You can see here, A has come. So this is called typecasting. You can convert one data type to another data type, one data type to another data type, right? This is very important. Syntax is very simple. New data type, variable name equals to, within the parenthesis, new data type, old variable name, right? So like this, you can do the typecasting. Like this, you can do the typecasting. Is it clear to everyone? If everyone is clear, just raise your hand. If you have any doubt, put in the chat box. If everyone is clear, raise your hands. If any doubt is there, put in the chat box. Good. So this is one of the important concept which you are going to study for your placement actually. In the placement, they will ask, what is the syntax for typecasting in Java? Or they may also ask, can I convert integer value to character? Yes, you can convert. What is the output? The output is going to be ASCII value. The output is going to be ASCII value, right? So I think it is clear to everyone. All right. So before I just continue with the next topic, so let me have one question. See, till now, whenever I'm discussing the Java programs, I'm just giving the input. What I'm giving the input? I'm just giving input from my side. A equals to 20, D equals to 100, D1 equals to 65.8. But suppose if I want to read the input from the user, till now, if you observe, if you recollect, right, till now I have not explained anywhere how to give the input from the user side. Did I explain anywhere? No, not at all. Everywhere I am giving the input. A equals to 20, B1 equals to 21, C equals to 30, etc., etc. Then how to give input from the user? In C programming, what we are doing? Printf, enter the value of A. Scanf, %d, ampersand A. Am I right? But how to give the same thing in Java? That is also very important. So today we are going to see a concept called how to provide or how to give input from the user side. Then we'll go for the conditional statement, control statements, right? So let me just show you one example before we go ahead with the textbook examples, right? So as all of you know, okay, let me show first this example, then I'll go to that. Right. All right. So this is how we are going to give the input from the user side. This is how we are going to input the input from the user side. So if you want to give input from user side, you need to import a package called java.util.scanner, or you can also import it as import java.util.star. Import java.util.star, or you can also import java.util.scanner. See, scanner is the what you call object which we are going to use to input the value from the user. So we are going to use scanner. The moment you import the scanner package, without forgetting, you need to write this statement. Otherwise, these statements are going to give the error. So what is the statement? Scanner in equals to new scanner of system.in. Scanner in equals to new scanner of system.in. See, this is one way of reading the input. We have buffer readers that we will see later. First, we will see the scanner inputs, how to read the scanner inputs. So scanner in equals to new scanner of system.in. So for this scanner, I'm creating a value reference or object reference, which is in, where I'm going to input the variables. That's why I'm using in. So from where I need to take new scanner of system.in. So from the system, I want to input. From the system, I want to read. So system.in. From where I'm going to read? I'm going to read it from the system. Who is going to access that variables? The object called scanner. So scanner is there. Scanner is going to access my variables. That's why I'm going to use a statement scanner in equals to new scanner of system.in. Let me just check. Someone has come. All right. Right. See, I request all of you, if you don't have password with MS Teams, please go and talk to Kiran sir, get it clarified. Right. See, hope everyone understood. When you want to input something from the user, first you need to import a package called import java.util.scanner. Once it is done, this statement is mandatory. Why this statement? I am telling the system, hey, I want to read the input from the user. Who is going to access that input? My scanner is going to access. With whose reference? The variable reference called in. So let me allow to read the input from the user. So that's what I'm telling to the compiler. Hey compiler, I want to read the input from the user. Let me read it. How to read it? Scanner in equals to new scanner system.in. So from where I'm going to read? I'm going to read it from system. So once you read you write this statement, your work is done. Next is almost similar to your C program. So now what I'm doing system.out.println or print input the first number. Input the first number. How to read it? Int num1 equals to, because scanner we have given variable in dot, as it is an integer type, I'm mentioning next int and read the values. Don't mention anything within the parenthesis. Next int, read the values. Suppose if it is a float point number, float num1 equals to in dot next float. If it is a double, double num1 equals to in dot next double. Right? So like this, we are going to read the input from user. So let me show you one more example. I just opened for your sake. So you can see here double a equals to input dot next double of. One thing you should remember here is the next, after next, whatever data type you are starting, it should start with the capital letter. It should start with the capital letter, right? See here in this program also you can see I have called the scanner java.util.scanner, and I'm going to call scanner input equals to new scanner.in, new scanners or system.in, right? So this is how we are going to write, or we are going to read the input from the user. Read the input from the user, right? So here scanner is a class. For the scanner, I am creating an object reference called in or input, whatever name you want to give, you can give. So this is one of the easiest way to read the input from the users, right? I'm just repeating as it is very important, which you need to understand. So whenever you want to read the input from the user, you need to call a class called scanner. How to call it? Import java.util.scanner. Once you call the scanner class, you need to create an object reference. So how to create object reference? Class name object reference equals to new class name of system.input, or whatever you want activity you want to do, you do it. System.in, right? System.in, the in is nothing but we are going to input the data from the user. The variable object reference is this one, right? Now whenever you want to read the input, mention the data type, variable name equals to input dot next whatever data type you have given, the first letter should be capital. Now the moment, let me go to the previous program. Right. So the moment you're going to execute this program, it will ask you input the first number, input the second number, input the third number, right? And it is going to execute the logic. It is going to execute the logic. Now let us take this program. This program is to check, write a Java program that accepts 4 integers from the user and prints equal if all 4 are equal, not equal otherwise. So that means we are taking the 4 values from the user and we are going to compare whether all the numbers are equal. If all the numbers are not equal, then it is going to print all are not equal. So how we are going to do that? So we are going to do that using if condition. So our intention is here not to understand if condition. Our intention is to understand how to read the input from the user. That is using scanner class. That is using scanner class. Please don't get confused. That's why I have shown 2 programs. This is the fixed statement. System.in is a fixed statement. You can change only object reference. You can see here also. This I have changed. But this is going to be the fixed statement. What does it mean? So when I want to read the input from the user, I'm going to use system.in as a default syntax. So the object reference, whatever you want to give, you can give. You can give in, input, output, in1, out1, whatever you want. So it is a user defined variable, right? So this is how we are going to read the input from the user. This is how we are going to read the input from the user. So is it clear to everyone? Any doubt is there, you can ask. Scanner. We have multiple ways of reading it. This is one of the easiest way of reading the input. Any doubt? If it is clear, raise your hand. If there is any doubt, put in the chat box or unmute and ask. Anything would be fine. Okay. But one thing you should understand is, without forgetting, you need to write the statement, this one. If you don't write it, we are going to get into the trouble. We are going to get to the trouble. What is the trouble? We are going to get the error. Scanner is not, scanner reference is not defined or scanner object is not defined. Some error you are going to get. Right. All right. So most of you understood. Still any doubt is there, please ask. If someone is feeling shy to ask in the class, you can put it through WhatsApp. I'll be happy to answer. Now only you can put it through WhatsApp. I'll answer so that everyone also will listen. Or do you want me to repeat once again? Please let me know. That also I will do. Because as I said, this is very important, which we are going to use everywhere. We are going to use everywhere. Right. See, the another way of reading the input from the Java is buffer readers. We are going to use buffer readers, and from which we are going to read the input. I think buffer reader program is not here. I'll just check. Buffer reader. No. Later we will see. No problem. Let us understand first one concept, then we'll go for it. Right. Now let us see the concept of this program. Now we need to check whether all the 4 numbers which we read is equal or not. So how we are going to do? If num1 equals to num2 and num2 equals to num3 and num3 equals to num4. This is a AND operator. This is a AND operator and this is a equals to operator, right? So whenever you want to compare multiple values, you cannot use a single equal. You need to use double equals. That is called equals to operator. And when you want to do the multiple conditions, then you can use AND. If you want to use OR also, you can use. If this condition satisfies, numbers are equal. If not, numbers are not equal. Again, I'm repeating, whenever you are writing Java program, make sure that every block is starting and ending with the flower braces to avoid the confusions in the future. Right? So now once we check this condition, then we can say that the numbers are whether equal or not equal. Right. So can we simplify this program by any chance based on the question? What is the question he's asking? You just read once again. Write a Java program that accepts 4 integer from the user and prints equal if all 4 are equal and not equal otherwise. Can we able to simplify this program by any chance? Just check. I'll give 1 minute time. Just check. If we could able to simplify, let me know what is the simplification we can do. Yes. So can we simplify this program by any chance based on the question? Logic, I'm talking about logic. Scanner, okay, fine. Reading input is fine. Can we simplify the logic? At least yes or no? How to remove this? I don't know. So some answer is there. Let us see the answer. I said session should be very interactive. Otherwise, it will be boring for you and for me also. Ashish, we checked it first, two are equal, then we move further and so on. Very good. Very simple, very simple. The question is what he's asking. Check whether all four numbers are equal. Why you need to check all the four numbers? Check any two, first and second. If both of them are not equal, obviously all are not equal. If there is equality between both of them, say for example, first number equals to second number, then only we'll go to the next iteration where we are going to check second with third or second with fourth, like that. So what will happen is, see, program length might increase, but the complexity will reduce. What is complexity? You have studied in your time and space complexity. See, here space is increasing, but time is reducing, right? See, in my opinion, space is not a problem nowadays, because as I said, mobiles also you are getting 128 GB. Time is very important. Because within short span I need to execute. Very good, Ashish. That is one of the easiest solution, simple solution we can also write. Check first two digits. If both of them are not equal, directly you can write not equal. If both of them are equal, then check with third and fourth value if required. So that is how you can split the program. Still, it will take less time compared to this, because here it is going to compare all the four values at a stretch, right? So this is how we are going to read the input from the user. This is how we are going to read the input from the user. So let us go to the next program. We'll come back to scanners later, because in the third module we need to use scanner and buffer readers also. All right. What is this program? It is just finding out some value. I don't think so it is required. Arrays will come back little later. We'll come back arrays. All right. So operators. So as usual, this I don't think so we required much explanation here. So directly we are assigning the variables and then we are taking the output. So when you are using multiple arithmetic operators, BODMAS rule will apply. So first will be brackets of parentheses, then followed by your modulo operation, followed by division, followed by multiplication, addition and subtraction. So these are all very simple programs which you can remember and write whichever logic you want. So let me go a little down. Let me see this also at least. Logical and bitwise. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I am telling. Previously we have seen AND operator. This is the OR operator. All right. Left shift, right shift. So you know this, left shift and right shift. These are ternary, all these operators probably you can, we'll come across when we go for multiple programs. So don't worry about it. Yeah. So let us try with this just to check if else if ladder. And also it will give one answer to the question someone asked last class. Okay, so let me just copy this. Let me go to Pfizer. See, why I am taking all the textbook examples is when you practice for your exam, it will be so easy. You don't need to get confused. What sir has explained is different. What is this different? Okay, first let me execute. Whether it will get executed or not, I don't know. Okay, it is getting executed. All right. See, this is a program where we are going to talk about if-else if ladder. So how the if-else if ladder works. And also we are going to talk about one more concept, as someone asked in the last class, sir, if I want to print the value before, See, most of the system.out.println statements, we are writing the value at the last, plus ch, plus a, plus b, right? But suppose if I want to get the value before, what to do, right? So now we are going to see both the things here. So as usual, we are just starting with one character we are taking from the system side, ch equals to o. So we are taking the condition. If ch equals to a, this is assigned, I mean equals to operator. You can see r here, or ch equals to a. System.print.ln, you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to give this ch value before itself, not at the end, in your print statement, you can give ch plus, not plus ch, it should be ch plus. That means for this character, I'm going to add this statement, and within double quotes, whatever you want to add, you can add it. To avoid confusion, let me show you one previous example so that you can understand. So let me go here. You can see here. What we are doing basically, we want value at the last, we are taking at the plus a, plus b, plus c. But when you want value before itself, then you can take ch plus or a plus, b plus, and within double quotes, whatever statement you want to write. So same way, when you want to write else if, you can use else if ch equals to single e, I mean both capital letters, small letter you need to compare. That's why we are taking both, and we are taking r symbol, not symbol, or operator. So bitwise or, then equals to checking all the statements, and then we are printing the output, right? So if I change this one to some value, let me change to k, then I'll just execute, right? You can see here. So first k is getting printed as we are using character plus, then it is a consonant, then it is a consonant, right? So this program, you need to understand three things. The first thing is how to use r, bitwise r, then how to print the value before itself, not at the last, how to print the value before itself, and how the if else if ladder will work. And if else if ladder, same condition like C programming. So once you complete all, there should be one else at the end. And don't put semicolon, same condition like C programming. No conditional control statement should end with the semicolon. If you end with the semicolon, the execution will stop here itself. So don't end with the semicolon. Hope everyone understood this program, how to give the value before, how to write the if else if, and how to take the or operator, right? So is it clear to everyone? Any doubt you can ask. Any doubt is there, you can ask now. Sorry. So if it is clear, let us go to the next concept without wasting our time, because time is so precious now. We need to learn all the basics, right? If else if we have seen. So let us take one switch case. See, these are all no need to give every time, but still I'm just showing you because this is the first time you are practicing Java, hoping that you will practice after my session, at least when you are free. Otherwise, if you are just watching this movie and just leaving there itself, it will be like movie only. After some time, you will forget the story, right? So switch statement is same like your C programming. So I'm just taking some input from the user, or you can give direct input. I'm calling switch case. The case value is 2 and case within double quotes 1. If it is a number, you can give directly. If it is a string within double quotes, you need to give, right? So when I execute this, I'll get the output as 2. Okay. And as I said, it is also similar to C programming. The switch case should end with the default. Right? So this is a switch case. So let me take next example. Later I'll clear your doubts if you have any. Iterative statements or iterative statement, whatever you call it. So let me take one do while. This is do while with switch case. Good. You can use this program if you get in the exam either do while or switch case, both the example. So let me just copy this. program is there. Let me just go ahead. Just closed. So I don't think so we required all these things. We just close it. And also we need to copy what is there in the first. Okay. Character. So let me go to top. See, until unless you practice, you won't get it. Again, I'm repeating, you need to practice later. So just execute this. We'll see output, then I'll explain. Okay. Right. So it is asking for if, switch, while, do while, right? All the options it is asking for. Choose one, right? So we need to take one input. I don't think so it will execute here. We'll see. Yes. So if statement. So it is taking. It is showing how the if condition is going to work, right? The case one is if. So when I give case as one, it is showing me this printing. This is printing this statement, right? If I to give case 2, it will show me switch case. If I give case 3, it will show me while. If I give case 4, do while, right? So this is how we are going to take. So what is the program here? We are using do condition, do while, do some activity while choice is less than 1 or choice is greater than 5, it is going to exit. It is going to exit. So the choice should be between 1 and 5. If I give choice, say for example, I'm just executing once again. Right. So I'll just go to input. I'll give choice as 6, then execute. Right. So it is exiting from the program and it is showing me what is the input is there, because choice 6 is not there. We have only up to 5. That is what do while condition we are writing. So do display all these conditions up to what extent? While choice should be equals to 1 and less equals to 5. If it is less than 1, greater than 5, it will exit from the program. It will exit from the program. Again, it will show this statement. So that is what happening here. For switch, we are writing the cases. Each and every case has been written. How these conditions are going to work, right? So like this, we are going to use the do while statement or do while iterative statement. Then what is this? For, okay, or for each, for each, right? So I won't give much burden. Next class we will see the for loop, for each loop, while loop, right? So is it clear till now? Any doubt or any question? If it is clear, please raise your hands. See, getting clear is one point, practicing is the second point. If you don't practice, you will never get it. So either you use a mobile phone and practice or laptop and practice. Without practice, trust me, after some days you will forget. Okay, some message is there. Let us take the message. Ashish. Sir, why the last statement didn't execute? See, do while condition we are writing. What is the do while condition we are taking here? So the while should be, or the condition should be up to 5. If the choice value is greater than 5, it is not going to execute, because I have given the choice value as 6. Suppose if I give choice value as 3 and then run. So what is 3? While condition. So you can see. So choice is 3 we have taken. So it is showing the while condition. Whatever is there in choice 3 here, it is showing me while condition statement. What happened when I give 6? Because it is beyond 5, right? So that's why it is exiting from the loop and it is showing me the, again, whatever input is there. So why it is showing that? Because in the do while we have written that. In the do while we have written, what is the while condition we have written? So it should not be less than 1 or greater than 5. It should not be less than 1, greater than 5. That's why it is not executing. Hope I answered your question, Ashish. Is it clear? That is the condition, while condition we are writing. So any other questions? All right. So just go ahead and practice. Either you install JDK and practice, or through Pisa you practice. I don't mind because this is not a lab subject. When you come back to lab, you need to execute. Don't worry about it. No issues. So practice either in online platform or offline platform. My intention is you need to understand the concepts. How to write type conversion, how to mention data types, what is scanner, how to use the scanner, how to use if condition, while condition, for conditions, right? How to do the no system.out.println. Java should be on your fingertips. These are very basics. So once you clear with these basics, then we'll go for next level, next level. There you can understand the importance of these basics, right? So I'm just going to stop here. So before I just close the session, so I just want to repeat a couple of statements. As I said yesterday in the class, make a team of 4 members, those who are interested to work on the project. So just approach me. I'll be happy to guide you to learn the Java and to become master in Java. At least by end of the 4th sem or 5th sem, you should be very thorough with C and Java. So that is what my intention is, right? That is one thing. Second thing is, see, HOD madam is asking us to conduct one workshop daily 1 hour, 5 days. So it will be after your classes. So daily 1 hour, 5 days. If you have any input, sir, we want this concept to learn or this programming language to learn, please give it to me. I'll conduct that for you. It is going to be hands-on session, no theory. Theory will be 10 minutes, 50 minutes hands-on session. If you have mobile or laptop, you can practice. Is there any language which you feel, sir, this language we want to learn? This is the right time to learn. So put in the chat box. I'll be happy to take majority. I cannot take 1 or 2. Like majority people, what you will say, I will take that. So I'll just give 1 minute time. Go ahead to your chat box and put which language you feel, sir, we want to learn this language at this time. So I have a couple of options. I'll give options also before you put the answer. So one is web development using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and if little bit of PHP. HTML, CSS, PHP, and JavaScript. So 5 days, I'll just give you all the maximum inputs what I can give. Then you can start doing the web development. Second thing is Python. So if you want to learn the basics of Python, how to work with the Python, so Python you can do within 5 days, 5 hours or 6 hours. What best we can do it. Next is, suppose if you want to learn C programming, only C, we can also do that. Or if you want to learn JavaScript, only JavaScript, that also can be done. So now out of these 4 options, you take any one option and put it in the chat box. I want maximum student to reply. That's based on that I'm going to take the decision. Because madam has said for 4th sem, 6th sem, 8th sem, any students you can take. I'm giving preference for you because I want to make you understand the importance of programming and learn it, how it will be useful in future. So shall we go with web development or Python or pure JavaScript or C? Put your answer quickly in the chat box. I'll be waiting for a minute. Website development. Web development. You put small letters, that is enough. Don't put full. WD. WD is web development. PY is Python. JS is JavaScript. C is C. Python. Okay. JS. Okay. WD. PY, JS. PY. Web development and JavaScript together. Python, JS. All right. See, whatever received till now is most of them will be like on JS, web development and Python. See, no one is preferring. And see, I'll tell you one thing. Like, let us go with the web development, which also includes JS. Python, you don't worry. Next semester you will study. If possible, I'll only take Python there. I'll explain you from the scratch, full subject, what maximum extent we will do. If not, also I'll take one more session. So let us have one session on web development. So if it is okay for everyone, Just raise your hands. Web development, which includes HTML, CSS, and JS. Web development. Right. Great. Great. Right. So most of them are okay. I'll take web development. I'm pretty sure after 5 days you could able to develop your own website. That is a guarantee I can give. If required, I'll take 1 hour extra also. 6 days. I'll train you how to do the web development, how to host it, how to launch it, how to see your own websites at free of cost. So don't pay anything for this survey. I mean, what you call hosting and namespaces. We'll use some free portals and we'll try to host our websites. We'll try to host our websites, right? And end of the session, there will be a kind of project individual, not a team. Everyone has to develop your own small website. That is what my intention. So I'll give it to madam. We are going to do the web development activity for 4th sem students, right? So with this note, I just conclude. And before I conclude, congratulations to all the students who passed in 3rd semester examination. And don't worry, the students who got failed, don't worry about it. It's an experience. Life is full of experiences, right? If we fail, it is a stepping stones to our success, right? Failure and success both are something like no, right leg and left leg. So if you have both the legs, then only you can walk properly, right? So don't worry whether you got failed. Surely I have a confidence that you people will make it next time. Concentrate on 4th sem subjects as well as 3rd sem. Surely you will pass or clear in the next semester. Don't worry about it. Those who passed, you got an opportunity, make utilize of the time and try to learn new things. I'm not telling only technically, professionally, personally, try to grow. Those who failed in a few subjects, unfortunately, try to practice those subjects now on itself and try to clear them in the next semester. Don't get confused, don't get hesitated, don't get depressed saying that, oh, I got failed. No, see, they are all experiences. If you fail, you will succeed, right? Success is the end destination. Sometimes we fail, sometimes others will fail. That's it. It's a like a journey, right? So take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much for joining.
Excuse me, sir.
Someone is asking, yeah, Shilpa, your chat box is not enabled, right?
Yes, sir.
1 second, let me check. Where is your name? Shilpa.
Sir, mine also.
Who is that?
Harshita.
Harshita. Why you people
Sir,
chat
mine
box?
also.
So many students. I don't have any settings here. First, let me just stop recording. Then we'll talk about it.